Charlie, what happened for Liverpool? 8 points lost in 3 matches. That is a lot as a team competing for the title this season. Arsenal and Man City are on fire, racking in goals, 4 and 5 goals in their last matches. Chelsea is still going through a hala as Arsenal come to torment them, and Leicester City gets promoted to the EPL once again. I mean, lots to talk about today as we bring you the EPL Run-in, and to do this, I have here with me Bruno and Sir Ogidi. So without wasting much time, let's just jump right in, starting off with Leicester. Leicester City qualifies to the Champions League in just the first attempt after going to relegation. What do you think about that?
All right, so thank you very much for the opportunity once again. So as you rightly said, Leicester last season got relegated from the Premier League, and they spent one season in the championship. Yesterday, after Leeds lost 4-0 to QPR, Leicester had the opportunity once again to bounce back into the Premier League. That is a good, decision from management with the preparation that they did and the motivation they gave to the players. They have done very well, and once again, I'll congratulate the whole team and welcome them once again to the Premier League.
Wow. So, for Leicester, when they got relegated, a lot of their top players left the side. If you talk about, Telemann, if you talk about the likes of this guy at Madison, you get it. So, a lot of very good players left the side, but they've still managed to qualify at their first attempt, which is very, very impressive. They now have some, even Ghanaian-based players in their side, and what do you have to say about that?
I think it's a good job done by Enzo Maresca. You see, he took over when Smith was sacked after they got relegated. So looking at, you take just a year to just bounce back, as already said by Bruno, going to qualify. And if you realize, in their first 3 matches, they won 19 and lost 3. And that is, I think, Burnley only tried to achieve this feat when they were coming back to the Premier League, but still they couldn't achieve this feat. So they started very, very well. And don't forget, they even lost Harvey Barnes. So they've done well with this young team. And let's give some applause to Vardy for not leaving the team. When he had many chances.
That is one of their faithfuls.
To go to different teams, but he's still with them, and now they're back to the Premier League. I think it's a good job that they've done well.
So congratulations to Leicester City as we welcome them back to the Premier League next season. Still sticking with the blue outfit, we going right away to Chelsea. Charlie, you are in the Chelsea jersey already. We would like to know what happened for Chelsea, Charlie. 5 goals. It's like you brought a basket to just receive the goals. Woto, like that.
My team, Chelsea, what happened? I wish I could have a pamphlet so that I can just write everything.
Charlie.
It's appalling.
Very, very appalling.
Disturbing.
Very, very.
And looking at how the weeks that Arsenal played more games than us. From Bayern to Aston Villa. We had just Everton, City the weekend facing Arsenal, and to lose a whooping 5-0. When you forget that in the first one we do 2-2. And it came from they even struggling side to come and draw the match. So I think, for me, I hope the team can lose the rest of the season matches. So right now I don't see us qualifying for the Conference League. Europa League is out of sight. So I wish we can lose so that the coach can decide, because without wasting much time, you placed a lineup that was very, very strong to face City. And it came from a brilliant goal for Silva before they could win the match. Why tweak this lineup and bring in Alfie Gilchrist to face Trossard? This is a proven EPL winger, a young guy from academy. He's a coach. I've not been to a coaching side before, but I think it's appalling from the Chelsea side, from the management, from the board, and if possible, the place as well.
Wow. The inconsistency at Chelsea continues. 5-0 from Arsenal. That was very humiliating, and of course, very humiliating for Chelsea, but very, very encouraging and a boost for the title contenders Arsenal. What do you think of their 5-0? Would you say that, this is a statement that they are in for the title, and as things stands now, they are on top? If Manchester City are not able to play their cards well and they are at the end of the season on top, on the same level with Arsenal, then of course they will surely take the league away with goal difference.
Yeah, sure. As you rightly said, Arsenal are still in for the title. They are not still giving up. Because you realize after they got knocked out from
the Champions League, yeah.
Now their concentration is mainly on the EPL, despite the fact that Manchester City has a match in hand to play. Arsenal are still pushing because it could be that in the process Manchester City might draw or lose a match. If Arsenal is able to win all the matches, it is likely they can win the EPL. So scoring 5 goals against Chelsea to me wasn't a surprise, because when I saw the lineup before the match, I realized no, Arsenal is going to score Chelsea a lot of goals, because you realize most of their senior players talk about Thiago Silva, talk about Sterling. You can't bench these players when you are facing Arsenal. Despite the fact that they are not on top form, they have the experience.
So, but they also had a lot of chances. I mean, if you take Jackson,
so
for
that's
instance,
where experience comes in. Because if you have the chance and the player who is handling the ball doesn't have the experience, you realize Nicholas Jackson had a lot of opportunities and he was not able to utilize it. So scoring Chelsea 5 goals, we all expected it when the first goal came in less than 4 minutes. You can imagine.
Right. So Arsenal doing their best to rake in the points and the goals just to position themselves very well, so that just in case Man City loses points, then they become the favorite in winning this season's title. But would you say it's enough? Because looking at the rest of the matches left for the season, we will say Arsenal has the most difficult of matches. They still have Tottenham to play, tomorrow in the North London derby, and of course that's also a big one, isn't it?
Oh yeah, very, very big match for them tomorrow. But see, let's not forget, I think most of the pundits around are still putting all their cards on City to pull a surprise and win. But you shouldn't forget Arsenal. The momentum that they are bringing is very high. See, to score Chelsea 5 is not, you're not talking about just a poor Chelsea team. If Chelsea had taken their chances, having a different game together. So I think from the standpoint of momentum, they are on a very good way to win the league. If City should make a mistake, right now you can basically say that Liverpool are out of the league chase. So between City and Arsenal. So if City should then make a mistake, let's not forget, now it goes, Tottenham will face Man City as well. So it becomes a bit tricky for them. That's the only tricky game for City that I can say. But I think Arsenal are a very good chance to win.
All right. So all our pundits, give it in for Arsenal as they push for the title this season. It will be very interesting to see Arsenal lift the trophy after 20 years without it. And for the Arsenal fans, it will be a lot of joy. And kudos to all our Arsenal fans on the platform. We do see you once in a while, when you win. But the Champions League, of course, was as expected. Moving on from there, let's look at Manchester City. They beat Brighton 4-0 on the run. And from that, you could tell that they also won the goals. Because now they do realize that if they should lose some points, then Arsenal will easily take it away with a goal difference. So 4-0 on the day. We have Kelvin De Bruyne also scoring his first header in the EPL. Foden also on 50 goals, EPL goals. A lot of landmarks for them in there.
Sure. So the match against Brighton, I wasn't surprised. I knew definitely City will go all out and score them. So scoring them 4-0 wasn't a surprise. So right now you realize they are out of the Champions League. They are in the FA Cup finals and they are also in the Premier League contending for the title. So as it stands right now, looking at the point difference between City and Arsenal, you cannot afford to lose any match if you want to win the Premier League. So scoring 4-0 against Brighton wasn't a surprise. We all saw it coming and they did their job.
So City are also not giving in on this one, right? As it stands now, they say second with just a point difference, but they have an outstanding match. If they win that match, they go 2 points clear, and they are the favorite for winning their competition this season. So it's a lot for Arsenal to battle with, but we just hope. Liverpool, as Sir Ogidi rightly said, they lost 8 points in 3 matches, and as we talk now, they've run out of steam, they've run out of gas, and they are no longer part of the contenders, are they?
They can't be part of it. I don't know if it's because their coach is leaving or they've lost some kind of, as you said, some steam or gas. Because the people that we know, don't forget, Now, I was looking at statistics this week, and the whole of Europe, among the top 5 leagues, Liverpool have scored the most goals with 181 goals.
Wow.
But
that's fantastic.
Yes, but if you come back and check, the team with most chances missed is still with Liverpool on top.
Wow.
With 36 chances missed.
I'm sure Darwin Núñez would have made about 20
he was part of it. So, looking at that, right now, I can't pinpoint to say that they are part of this change because you are behind City, behind Arsenal, and there's no way these two teams up there will lose 2 games for you to come. For me, on my side, I think they are part. There's
no way back.
They are out of the race.
There's no way back, right? So, Liverpool out of the title race as per, how do you call it? Assessment of our pundit here, and hopefully we are looking at Arsenal or Manchester City picking up the trophy. Well, let's shift a bit from there and look at our Ghanaian talents in the Premier League who are proving themselves there. We have Semenyo scoring in the the winner for Bournemouth in the midweek. That was a very fantastic goal, and that on that note, you could say that Semenyo is having a good season, isn't he?
Yeah, sure, he's having a good season. This guy is one guy I really admire when he came to Blackstone, but he wasn't given much opportunity to, start most of the matches. But going back to Bournemouth, we all saw him. He's one of their instrumental players in the team.
Yeah.
Anytime they lose him, you realize the forward line they struggle to win matches. Last 2 weeks, he was not part of the team due to injury, but he joined the team this weekend. And after coming just back from injury and scoring a winner for them against Wolves, this very good performance from him.
Wow. So that sends him to 8 goals for the season, and Kudus is also on 7 goals. He's also having a somewhat good season, but his team hasn't really been on top form. There's been a lot of up and down, but focusing on him individually, would you say he's had a good season? First season in the EPL as well.
Not really bad. For you to take the chance and come to West Ham when other teams were waving the flag, I think it's a good season. No, let's not forget, he's in a team that the coach favors more defensive side. Yeah. Now, if I was listening to Antonio this weekend, he was saying that if the coach had tried them to close the game against Leverkusen, not to open up and play with them. And he as a striker was that if we should open this game, we could have scored Leverkusen. Yeah. So I think he's having some kind of on and off season because of the kind of team he's in, the kind of instruction that we see from the coach. Apart from that, I think he's had a very good season. Wow.
So yes, Kudus embodies a very good talent, and you can talk from his creativity on the pitch and the kind of goals he scores. Even this season, the runs that he's made and the solo goals that he's been able to score, it's just amazing. And Kudus to them was for waving the flag of Ghana high. And another player to talk of is Jordan. He's had a rather mild season, if I should say, but he's still putting in some goals and assists. And Kudus to them, or as they lift the flag of Ghana high. Right. So on that note, we will bring the EPL Run-in to a close for now, and then we'll bring you more updates as they continue to play the matches, the weekend round of matches. We just finished watching the Liverpool match, and we're yet to see the rest of the matches, after which we will bring you a review of the game. So without much ado, let's end here, and then we'll see you in the next one. So congratulations to Leicester City, and as the title race gets hotter and hotter and hotter, well, let's see who eventually comes up on top. Right. Goodbye.